The wheel of time is turning and the clock is ticking. It's 1928. Fleming finds mysterious phenomenon on the petri dish that changed the medical science completely. A simple mold that changed the world. Discovery of penicillin changed the picture of World War II completely. It's 1945 and they figure out how to isolate this active compound used to treat soldiers with a famous newspaper headline, "Thanks to penicillin, he will come home." It's 1980 and no new class of antibiotics have been discovered. But why? No incentives are given for the research, it's time consuming and it's not profitable. It's 2020. World is already fighting with COVID. Top global health threats include climate change, vaccine hesitancy, and AMR, a silent pandemic. Misusing antibiotics makes bacteria resistant to them, means common infections will no longer be treatable. COVID has made the situation worse because large antibiotics are being prescribed to the patients in the fear of secondary infection. My professor constantly reminds us that AMR is something we should seriously talk.
As we all know that antimicrobial resistance has become a great menace and problem across the globe, especially in the Indian subcontinents, where the infection control measures are very, very difficult. And so the infection caused by drug resistance is again a problem. Therefore, what the government is going to do and what the physicians and scientists are going to tackle the situation is apart with that, I would today suggest certain points where if we all as a community or as a society, if we focus on these points, then probably we can control the spread of the AMR, or spread of the antimicrobial resistance in the country, and of course it impacts globally as well. So first and foremost thing is that we have to stop overuse of antibiotics. Right? What does overuse means? Like if you have a small fever, a small flu, then we start taking antibiotics. Then we should stop taking antibiotics over the counter. So without prescription of qualified physician or doctor, we should not take antibiotic. And if we start proper prescription of antibiotic prescribed by the qualified doctor or physician, then we have to comply it. What does it mean? It means we have to complete the course of antibiotic. For example, if a doctor has given a course of 5 days or 7 days antibiotics course, then we stop after 2 days or 3 days. So this is not fair. In that case, we have to promote the resistance developed in the bacteria which are at the infection site. So when you again start the same course of antibiotic, it will not affect. So this is how the problem is emerging. So we have to comply the proper treatment prescribed by the doctor. So we should not take antibiotics at our own. We should not take antibiotics for small things like a flu or fevers or small infections. And we should follow the proper prescription of antibiotics and the time given by the qualified physician. If we follow these things, then probably we can cut down the spread of the resistance to some extent, because new antibiotics are not coming. So the treatment process is again a problem. So if we control the infection and we control this kind of a strategy, adopt this kind of a strategy to cut down the spread, probably we can better control the humanity to go for high mortality rate and high morbidity rate. Thank you very much.
It's 2050 and we don't use antibiotics because we misused and overused them. Simple surgeries are risky to perform. The solutions are scientific, economic, and social.